Hello everybody and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. You guys seem to really enjoy Car Mechanic Simulator, so I've decided to come back into it. But since last time, I've played just a little bit more and I've progressed a little bit further. I've actually progressed to the point where I've gotten to a new garage, so let's go ahead and jump into it and check it out. Alright, well I'm here in the new garage, as you can tell. A lot fancier than the old garage. I have these two vehicles. I think these just stay here at all times. This one's kind of a cool little, I think it's like a Fiat or something. It's pretty nice. Has a nice like matte black hood on it. Which is pretty cool. Some tools laying on the ground. Cherry picker right there. Some weird, oh that was a reflection in the window. Alright. And then you have this green, I don't even know what this is based off of, with a bunch of muffler parts in the ground and all that. You can't even walk in there, so that's cool. Then of course in here you have this new little testing, instead of testing it in the back of your garage, you have this new little testing area where you drive on these little rollers there and it does all the suspension tests and all that sort of stuff. So that's really cool. So we are going to work on this car right here, this purple car. Let's see what this car needs. Check the engine and find the solution. My car's engine won't start. Fix it quickly, please. I need it for tomorrow morning. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop the hood and let's get in here and try to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to switch to examine condition mode. Let's check battery. The battery's good. I might not be anything with the battery. Can we check the alternator? Nope, can't do that. Let's check the belts. Don't think it's gonna be any of the belts. I like these a little bit more than the just, you know, hey, I have bad brakes, can you check the brakes? Because I like having to sort of figure out the problem myself. I wonder if it's the water pump. I don't think that's gonna keep the car from starting though. Why can't I check this? It's kind of annoying. So yeah, we are going to go back here. Let's check the starter. Oop, a little bit weird. Nope, I don't want to take it off. I want to check it. Check. Check. That's not going to work. So we are just going to have to remove it. Let's go ahead and remove the starter. If this isn't the problem, it'll tell me right down here, starter's 95%. So let's go ahead and put that back on. So it's not the starter. The only thing else I could imagine it would be is either the alternator or the spark plugs or something that would keep the car from starting. And again, I'm not a mechanic. I don't do this as a job. I've worked on cars before, but I've always had someone helping me just because, I'm not a mechanic. Ooh, 0%. Yeah, so it is the spark plug. Maybe just one of the spark plugs. That one's 95. This one's going to be 95. It might have just been one of the spark plugs. And two. Okay, so two of the spark plugs are bad, so I'm going to put these two back that are good. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put this one back. We're going to put this one back. And I do want to check the alternator, just to make sure. Actually, you know what? I think it's fine. The battery seems to be fine, so it should... Where's the computer? Oh. Sweet. It's up on a wall now. Still Windows 95. Oh, you can do a bank loan. Interesting. Okay, so we need two spark plugs. Where the hell are the spark plugs? Ah, okay. So we need one of these and one of these. Let's go ahead and check our inventory. Looks like the ignition wires are okay. I think this is going to be it. I think it's just going to be these spark plugs. Let's go ahead and add these back in. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, I think we're done with this one. Go ahead and close the engine, or close the engine, yeah. Close the hood, and let's go ahead and stamp this one complete. That didn't work for some reason. Yep. There we go. Alright, so we have another car here. Replace all worn out parts. I drove my car over a massive pothole and broke the left side suspension. Can you repair it? How big of a... Ooh. 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 It's a really knockoff Mustang. I mean, you see it from the front. I mean, it's, you're like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it kind of looks like a Mustang. And then you go to the back, and it's like, oh, well, the brake lights and everything are really weird. But anyway, it's a really nice car, yellow, very, very yellow. So left side, so he's talking about driver side suspension. So he wants us to replace that. So first things first, let's go ahead and take off the wheel. Alright, and then in here we're going to switch to examine condition mode, and we're just going to come in and examine just all these parts. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. What about the, that's actually in pretty decent condition. I can't examine these. I don't know why that is. I just can't examine the actual, you know, suspension spring and shock absorber. I don't know why that is. I mean, the thing is, you can buy them and you can replace them, but it never lets me examine them. So I don't know. Interesting. We're gonna go ahead and just lift the car up so we can get underneath it and check the other suspension pieces. Switch to examine mode. Check this piece. That's pretty bad. We're gonna check the... That's pretty bad as well. Alright, well, oop. Check this piece. That piece is actually pretty good. We are going to check this side, just to make sure. Okay, so yeah, I think this guy was right. It's just going to be left side stuff. We can go ahead and move to the back. Check the suspension pieces in the back. It's not letting me. For some reason. Ah, here we go. Okay, that's actually fine. We can't check that. Nope. I don't want to be zoomed in now. Okay, so let's check. Can we check this big? Nope. Nope. We can't check any of that. Okay, great. So, we are gonna need to take this wheel off. I'm going to take his word on it and just assume that he was right when it came to just the left side suspension pieces. I've checked a couple of the right, but he only wanted me to check the left, so he seemed pretty knowledgeable that it was his left suspension. Oh, okay. So I think it's just the front suspension. I don't think the rear suspension is damaged in any way, so we're going to go ahead and put this tire back. Ooh, his wheel is damaged. I didn't even realize that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start taking some pieces off in here, the ones that we need. So we're going to take this one off. You can also kind of tell which pieces are damaged by kind of the rusted sort of look. But then again, that's not always correct. I really want to check the shock absorber, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to check the shock absorber because I can't do the examine mode on it. It's just not letting me do that. So we're just going to take this off. 18%. Wow, okay. What is the percentage on that? 95. Okay, so the actual spring itself is fine. And then we need to, let's go ahead and lift it up. And let's remove this last piece under here. So we have everything in our inventory. So when we go to order all the parts, we know everything. Oops, I didn't, no, I don't want to, there we go. Disassemble mode. So let's, camera. get in here. Let's remove this. And let's remove this. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and order all these pieces. We need a new wheel. We need an outer tie rod. We need an inner tie rod. The end sway bar link is fine. Shock absorber. We need a suspension arm front left and a rubber bushing. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and order the wheel. Just because it's a big piece, we need to make sure that we order the correct wheel. Because otherwise this guy's going to have, here it is. Wow, that's a lot for a wheel. And then we're going to need, we are going to need a suspension arm front left. Let's just double check. Suspension arm front left. Yep. Wheel, wheel, wheel. We need a rubber bushing and a shock absorber C front left. Okay. There it is. We need a rubber bushing as well. We need an outer tie rod. Where is the... Where? Nope. Rubber bushing? Anywhere? Oh, there's the rubber bushing. Okay, now we need, what else do we need? So we have wheel, suspension arm, outer tie rod, rubber bushing, shock absorber. We need an inner tie rod, and I think that's going to be it. So let's go ahead and get the inner tie rod. Okay, here we go. Inner tie rod. Alright, so now we can go and start assembling this. Go ahead and get in here. Switch to assembly mode. Put this piece in. Bolt it in. Put the rubber bushing back in. I believe that's everything underneath. We're gonna have to drop the car to put the other pieces on. I love the lift, it's really cool. Alright, so now let's put the inner tie rod on and let's put the outer tie rod on. Bolt that back on. Let's put the shock absorber back in. Did I order the wrong shock absorber? Oh, it's a right. Oh, man. I ordered a right and not a left. Well, that sucks. Okay, it's a C, and it's a left. C front left. Oh, that really sucks. I guess I'll just keep the right in my inventory, just in case a job I need to... No, I want to go... There we go. Just in case on a job I need to replace a right. Did not even realize I ordered the wrong one. Anyway, let's go ahead and start putting all these pieces back on. And let's put the new wheel back on. I am not putting these on correctly, like you should be, but whatever. I believe that's it. Let's check the order status. So it's checked, but before I send this guy on his way, I'm going to sell some of these damaged parts I'm not going to need. Because I'm never going to put damaged parts on a vehicle. I'm going to keep the shock absorber, C front right, in my inventory. You never know. Maybe later on down the road I'll need it and I won't need to buy it. But let's go to the next one. Replace all brake pads. It's me again. I've got more cash. I need new brakes because I've almost crashed about 4 times. Wow. So this guy, again, in this Golf, is coming back to get more brake pads. So, this should be a really quick job. Let's just pop his wheels off. We're going to check his rotors too. We're going to check his calipers, his rotors. We're going to do all that. His brake calipers at 52%. Brake pads at 36. Check this other brake pad. It is at 46. His rotor is at 41. Okay. Now we're going to come around to the other front side. Take this one off. Alright, let's check this caliper. That's 54%. 10%, wow, okay. 1%, that's not good. And what is that, 48%. Okay. So this guy just wants brake pads, but we might do rotors as well. We're going to replace the calipers. Or, no, we're not going to... Maybe one of the calipers, because that's 39%, that's 36%. 43%. And 48%. Because if this guy's concerned about crashing, and if he said he's almost crashed 4 times, I mean, maybe we should just replace his caliper. At least the calipers that are under 50%. We should replace. Alright, so we're going to check this one. What percentage is this one? 41%. So we're probably going to replace 2 calipers. We're going to replace all the brake pads and probably some of the rotors as well. 1%. And the rotor is 54%. Okay, so let's find out what we're going to need. So, he has 2 good calipers. I'm going to order 2 calipers. We're going to get all new brake pads. And we're going to go ahead and just do all 4 rotors. I think that's going to be good. Because one rotor's at 54 and I could use it, but it doesn't make sense to leave it there when you're replacing all the others. 3 rotors, why not just do all 4? But these 2 calipers over 50% I think are okay, but the ones under, I'm not comfortable with leaving them like that. So, let's go ahead and start ordering the pieces. I believe we have all the pieces. Let me double check. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 brake pads. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 rotors. And 2 calipers. Should be good. Let's start putting this guy's vehicle back together. So, I'm going to put, obviously, 100% rotor on there. 100% brake pad. And let's do another brake pad. Oop. A little bit weird. Come on. Oh, damn it. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to put the new 100% calipers on the front because the front brakes are more important. Let's put that wheel back on. Again, not putting that on properly, but whatever. Let's go to the other front side. Do the same thing over here. 100%. Put the 100% brake pads on there. 100% real brake pad. There we go. Alright, now the 100% caliper on the front as well. And we're going to put the better tire on the front also, which is the 49% one. Alright, so now that that's done, let's go to the back. Let's do the back. So yeah, I've got to admit, I'm really enjoying this game. It's so unique, and it does seem like there's a long-lasting sort of career mode or story mode. So I definitely suggest you guys picking this up if this game does look interesting to you. Like I've said, there's not much else like it. It's unique in its own way. I really hope that at some point they're just gonna give us a car to work on, and we can just do whatever we want to it, or upgrade it, or whatever. I think that'll be really cool. We're gonna go ahead and sell all these parts real quick. We don't need these broken brake pads, or rotors, or calipers, or anything like that. But yeah, so it's just, I really hope at some point they kind of just hand us a car and say, hey, you know, go nuts. That would be pretty nice. Maybe at some point. they will do that maybe at like the end of the game. You'll kind of just get random cars to do whatever you want with. I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check. Yep, he's all good. So, thank you guys for joining me again on this car mechanic simulator. Remember, if you want to see more of this, like this video, and I will definitely do more. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. If you guys are having a lot of fun watching it, then we can continue to do that. And it looks like next time is perform a drive test and replace all damaged parts. So, if you guys want to see that, like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.